ATHOR. Exterior, Luxor, Cafe, Day. The call to prayer drifts over the city. We pan down from rooftops to exterior, Luxor, Cafe, Day. Deborah and Walter sit outside, drinking sweet tea, at a quiet table tucked away in the shadows of an alleyway.
You graduated from Indiana University in 2013, PhD in archaeology, specializing in ancient Egyptian history. You landed a professorship at Harvard, where you became something of a rock star in archaeological circles.
Deborah sips her tea.
Unfortunately, you also gained a reputation for being a risk-taker, reckless, dangerous.
Right. I get it. You've done your research.
Eventually, you were fired for being intoxicated at a faculty event where you physically assaulted your department head.
Admittedly, not my finest moment.
You were blacklisted and struggled to find work in the U.S., which is how you ended up here. You're single. Father works for the U.S. State Department. Mom's a judge. One brother, deceased.
Deborah recoils at the mention of her brother, blinks in surprise, but covers it with her trademark humor.
What are you? Like, my stalker?
As you say, I did my research.
Then,
I'm sorry if it feels intrusive. We needed to know you're the right person.
Who's we? Who exactly are you? I'm gonna need a little bit more, Mr. Smirnoff.
Walter softens and tries to convince her another way. He hands her a business card. It's blank, save for his name and a cell phone number.
My organization studies the links between ancient pathogens and modern pandemics. We are seeking to make the world a safer, better place, and we want to offer you a job.
I've got a job already.
This one will make the past 5 years seem like a bad dream.
She's intrigued but reluctant.
If you accept it, it won't just be Harvard that'll want you back. Every university in America, heck, the whole world, will be fighting to employ you.
I'm listening.
You'll be rewriting the book on the ancient history of this planet, Deborah, and all the credit will be yours.
Now Deborah's interested, tries to play it cool.
So, are you going to show me that thing or not?
She glances at the wrapped package on the table in front of them. Interior, Deborah's apartment, Day. Deborah looks on as Walter begins to unwrap the bundle. She's drinking another beer. Walter doesn't fail to notice. Deborah's eyes widen as she realizes what it is. An impossibly old stone tablet with similar markings to the box we saw in the desert.
Is this real?
Do you remember that earthquake last week?
Deborah nods as she runs her fingers over the tablet, deciphering it.
Uh-huh. Not the kind of thing you forget.
It unearthed a small chamber near Cairo.
Deborah reaches over to a bookcase, pulls out a book on ancient Egyptian languages.
My employers had suspected it was out there somewhere.
Deborah consults the book, referring to it for help in deciphering the tablet.
We never knew exactly where to look. Then, well, it finds us.
She looks up, reeling.
This is pre-Khufu. It might even predate the pyramid itself.
She continues studying it, as Walter waits for the inevitable reaction as she reads on.
Whoa. No. Impossible. Bullshit. There's another chamber beneath the Great Pyramid, directly under the robbers' tunnel?
Yep. We think the hidden chamber was built first and they put the pyramid directly over it.
It's one of the most studied places on Earth. How has it never been... I mean, if this is legit, it turns everything we thought we knew upside down. This is huge.
Like I told you, it rewrites the rules.
Walter pulls out a printed-out scan of the Great Pyramid, indicating the tunnel.
My people took a deep LiDAR scan. It's there. We even know how to access it.
Explain why exactly you need me?
Well, the Egyptian authorities will only grant us access if we have an accredited expert on our team.
Deborah is having doubts.
There are hundreds of other archaeologists out there with more field experience and none of the baggage.
You have the skills and knowledge we need. Plus, we believe in giving people a second chance.
He pauses for effect and glances at the beer. Deborah bristles slightly, ashamed.
I never drink at work.
Well, so long as it doesn't interfere with the expedition, I don't care what you do.
Deborah paces, ponders. This could turn her life around, solve everything. Eventually...
Who else is on the team?
Just us.
That's not a team. That's a double act.
Well, it's an initial exploratory to confirm it's there. In and out.
Deborah nods and takes this in. Then,
And I get the full credit, right?
Trust me, I have zero interest in the spotlight.
Deborah thinks, chews it over, then raises her beer bottle.
Then I will toast to that.
Walter smiles.